What's going on, everybody? Jon the Torres here. Right now at Boston Logan Airport, getting ready to do a 24-hour trip with longtime friend here, Miguel Acevedo. And this is something that, from what I can remember, I've never done before. Hopped on a flight, only been at my travel destination for 7-8 hours, maybe 9 hours, and then right back to where I flew out from. So this is a big one. This is a big one for Jon the Torres. This is history right now. So alongside, once again, longtime friend.
So I'm popping your cherry on a day trip. It's called a day trip, John Boy, all right?
Yeah, day trip.
In the airline industry, I work for the airlines. We do what's called a day trip. We go somewhere early, we come back at night. We have fun in between, all right? Ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
Nothing
I'm
wrong.
gonna pop your cherry. You're gonna learn how to do a day trip.
So once again, 10 plus years of traveling for Jon the Torres, and this is history. This is something that never been done before, but it's gonna be done tonight rather. Here we go.
Tomorrow. Hey.
I just touched down, San Juan, Puerto Rico. How you feeling, Migs?
Tired, but great.
Yeah. For the most part, it was a pleasant flight. It was bumpy at some points, but overall good. Good takeoff.
Yep. Yeah,
Good. Yeah. Good landing. Yeah. Only took about 3 hours and change. Straight direct flight from Boston right here to San Juan. So we out here. Let's see what it waits for the next 12, 13 hours.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Nice warm weather.
We out here, Migs. We out here, man. Feeling great?
Hell yeah. A little bit more than great.
Sunrise time in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Current time is about 6:12 a.m. here on the island. You got a whole bunch of thick clouds here off to the left, and the sun slowly starting to rise off to the right. It's a beautiful start to the day. It's rainy season, right? Rainy season?
It's been raining. Yeah. It's hurricane season's coming to an end. It's still raining. So.
Yeah, so we're lucky. We're lucky.
Definitely. Usually there's morning rain over here in San Juan. So.
Yeah, because I know out, in other countries like Cartagena, Colombia, they've been dealing with a lot of rain.
A lot of rain here too, but we're lucky.
Yeah, the neighbors, so to speak, of the island of Puerto Rico, they've been dealing with rain. But I know, no rain today. I wanted to come up on these waves, get some close-up shots. To dip the feet in, let's see how the water feels. It's warm. The water's warm for sure. Damn, I see somebody in there deep. No, actually, I don't think that's a person. I think it's a pole. Yeah, water feels wonderful. There's something that I can definitely appreciate even more, because being in Boston right now in November is cold. It's cold up in the Northeast, in the New England area of the States. So just being out here, being in the water, and not dealing with that cold weather, it's so refreshing. It's so refreshing, and and I'm just feeling at ease right now, and just a joyous feeling being here. You know, I'm somebody who, I love warm weather. I love the beach. You know, anytime when that cold weather kicks in and that snow kicks in, I'm not a fan. There's a lot of people who love winter, and you know what? More power to them. I'm not one of them. What time is it? All right, so the current time, 7:06. The sun has risen from behind the buildings, shining bright now on everybody here at the beach. You know, you got people walking their dogs, you got people walking with their girlfriend, their significant other, by themselves. Young, old, got people over there playing some volleyball. I had to throw on the hoodie to protect the chrome dome because you know, I don't got no sun cream, so gotta do what you gotta do. Safety first and protection first. We out here, Migs. We out here, Migs. Alright, so we're still hanging tough here on the beach in the neighborhood of Isla Verde. As you can see, all the chairs and umbrellas have been deployed. Now, this chair was $5. Also, they give you a towel, so that comes in handy if you didn't bring your own towel. This part of the beach is a few buildings down from the Ritz-Carlton. Ritz-Carlton is a little more further that way. The chair and umbrella vendors, their prices might be different depending on where you find yourself on this beach. And as I look out in the distance, that building right there, that's the ESJ Hotel. I remember my first time when I visited Puerto Rico back in 2015. That was the first hotel that I stayed at. I loved it. The breakfast was delicious. The rooms were clean, and the view from the balcony was breathtaking. I think the nightly rate at that time was probably like $70. Since everything is going up in price, I'm sure it's a little more higher than what I paid back in the day. But yeah, that's a good hotel recommendation for when you find yourself in San Juan, the ESJ Hotel. So like I said, we're hanging tough here. Me and longtime friend Miguel Acevedo, we're hanging tough, and gonna go get some lunch pretty soon. Gotta fuel up the tank. We got about another 7 hours left here in our time in San Juan, and we gotta take advantage of each and every hour. So there you have it. Miguel, any words, man?
No, unfortunately, not many, John.
You feeling great?
I'm feeling great. A little tired, a little worn out from the sun, the trip, but it's definitely all worth it right now with this beach.
Excellent, excellent. And I'll leave it with the stretch of the luscious palm trees and the flag of La Isla de Encanto blowing graciously in the wind. All right, everybody, so we're wrapping up here at the beach on Isla Verde. And for those of you who are not familiar with Puerto Rico, or maybe you plan on visiting Puerto Rico soon, this is a highly recommended area for you to come and spend your time. You got the beach here, you got some restaurants and bars over here. If the cameraman would be so kind and just show them real quick. Show what we're working with. Also, cameraman, bring it back around. So, thank you. Also, hotels, plenty of hotels here in the area. And Isla Verde is right outside of the airport, so it's literally 5 minutes at most for when you touch down, hop in the taxi or whatever your form of transportation is, and you head on over to your hotel.
Bien frita. Buen provecho. Gracias.
You guys haven't seen anything. This is a restaurant called They sell really good desiccato. That's fine done. It's around here too. Yeah, it's right now. It's not.
We have arrived to Old San Juan, Viejo San Juan, one of the top tourist attractions here in San Juan. It's an enjoyable place, great place to take pictures, take videos, have some delicious food, and do like Jon the Torres is doing, and have some adult beverages. Better yet, some day drinking in Old San Juan. Got a few more hours until it's wheels up time, till I head back to Boston. So, you know, why not have some sociables here in this beautiful part of the city, right, Miguel?
Hell yeah, let's do it. Dope beverages on fucking tap right now. Let's go. I love this court, bro.
It's the Carmelo Anthony court, right?
Yes. You already going down? You gonna fall? I might fall. I'm second guessing my decision there.
We're making our way down to a neighborhood, infamous neighborhood, right here in the Old San Juan. So so just let the people know who are watching this, like what's this neighborhood about? If you could just give a brief description.
So the neighborhood La Bella, which means the pearl, which is kind of an oxymoron, goes back pretty much as old as the city. So the city was it's a colonial city founded by the Spaniards and controlled by the Spaniards. And before they built this wall, if you can show some of the wall here, San Cristobal on that side, and then you have a north that goes on that side. You can see the lighthouse, is all you can see from this side. Before they put the wall up, the city was attacked all the time, right? Pirates, the English, the Dutch, by everybody. And the people that lived down here by the ocean were not of the affluent Spaniards that lived here. A lot of them were mulatto or mestizo, as you would call it. They were pretty much a common day Puerto Rican. When they made the walls, they did it purposely to keep them out of the main parts of the city, and they left them on the outside of the wall, obviously a victim and just right out there to be a victim of the hurricanes, the ocean, storms, pirates, any type of invasion that may have happened or that, you know, possibly could happen in the city of San Juan. Over time, this nice little town down here became dilapidated, and it was one of the poorest and more crime-ridden neighborhoods on the entire island. And if you can see it, which you can in the video there, it's a very tiny island. It's very infamous for a lot of crime, but it's also very famous for a lot of musicians that have come out of here, poets, you know, salseros, as we call them. You know, a lot of people have been born and raised in this neighborhood, like De La Ghetto, even a reggaetonero. The neighborhood now has been more, I guess, welcomed within the rest of the San Juan community, and it's going through kind of a gentrification where the citizens, the people that live in the neighborhood, are not being forced out, but they're actually able to make money off of this cute little neighborhood that's here right on the ocean. Very similar to Comuna 13 in Medellin, where the people still live in the neighborhood, but they have bars and they're thriving. There's no Airbnbs or nothing like that down there. Trust me, you don't want to stay in an Airbnb down there. I'm not saying it's bad down there, but it's just not something you want to do. But the bars are very safe. There's restaurants down there. You can see the viejito down there. He's painting his house. You know, people are making money. They're fixing their houses. A lot of people lived here for a long time, so it's good to see that the neighborhood's on the come up. You know what I mean? And it's on the come up for them, as opposed to being like a gentrification like you see in the States, where the people are forced out and then it's a come up. But they're actually coming up with the neighborhood themselves. So it's cool to see.
So we're at this spot here in Old San Juan. It's a two-level spot. La Vergüenza is nestled right on a cute corner here in front of the ocean. As you can see, they already got the Christmas tree up. They got TVs. They got little balconies for to eat and drink and enjoy your drinking and dining. Beautiful views over San Juan. A little more on that side. That's what it is. La Vergüenza.
In the Caribbean, right? Or in Puerto Rico. But that is the Atlantic Ocean. The Caribbean Ocean is on the other side of the island. You can kind of see, I don't know if you can see it here in the camera, but there are some shallow spots that give you more of a green tint as opposed to the deep blue. Closer to the shore. But when you get out to the ship out there where the tanker is, that's a tanker bringing fossil fuels to the island. That's the Puerto Rico Trench, it's called. It's a crack, literally, between the Caribbean plate and the North American plate that creates earthquakes throughout the Caribbean. And it is the deepest place, the deepest part of the Atlantic Ocean, in the entire Atlantic Ocean, right above Puerto Rico. You've got hammerhead sharks that live there because they like to seclude themselves within the Bay of Puerto Rico, towards the shallow parts, more shallow parts, all the way that way and that way. A lot of sperm whales teach their young how to swim in the shores of Puerto Rico, and you get a lot of traffic out there. That is the deepest part of the trench, and I don't know the exact feet, but it is not as deep as the Mariana Trench, which is close to our sister island, Hawaii. But it is very, very deep. And there's parts of the trench that we have yet to explore as humans. And it's just right there, right above the island.
So it makes a big question that gets thrown out a lot, and especially in the world of travel.
Oh boy.
You know, and I'm gonna let you answer this one. So safety, you know, everybody's always concerned about safety, and I know, you know, when I was starting to get into my travel ways over 10 years ago. That's something that was always on my mind. So is it safe here?
It's extremely safe here. And I say extremely. So there's not much petty crime that happens around San Juan, around the tourist areas. If you're in the tourist area, there's nothing's gonna happen. You know what I mean? If you're here asking for trouble and you're doing things you're not supposed to be doing and you're talking trash to people you shouldn't be talking trash to, then maybe you're gonna get yourself into some trouble. But otherwise, it's extremely safe here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the day trip here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We're closing in on the pretty much the final hour, about to board a flight, head back up north to Boston. It was an eventful and fun 24 hours. I'm gonna miss PR, you know, from the moment we landed to breakfast, to beach time, to lunchtime, to roaming the streets in the old city. It was a hell of a time. Can't wait to come back. Special place. I love this place. And until next time, San Juan, Puerto Rico.